Beleza, gente? Vamos iniciar mais uma gameplay aí. Um jogo diferente. Pela primeira vez, jogando Agatha Christie The ABC Murders. Agatha Christie, Os Crimes ABC. Baseado em livro de 1936, diretamente para o PC. Jogo de 2016. Vamos nessa aí. Gameplay. Início aqui, criar novo perfil. Vou colocar aqui o nome do canal. Confirmar. Pontos de ego vai até 600. Vamos lá. Música de época aí. A voz em inglês ou francês, o idioma português. Francês deixa quieto, aí no português mesmo, as legendas ok. Volume da música pode diminuir, se quiser, pode deixar assim. A voz dos personagens. Áudio. O vídeo está na qualidade alta, essa resolução aqui. Dispositivos de controle. E o mouse, tá? Beleza. Perfis se sou eu mesmo ou outra pessoa. Bônus. Linha do tempo. Reconstruções, troféus. Troféu deve ser conquista. Enfim, a apresentação está aqui. Vamos jogar. Seguimos as reconstruções dos bônus? Pois é. 18 de junho de 35.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for handover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra. A, B, C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe. But please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
Trilha sonora, show. Colete pontos de ego, agindo da mesma forma que Hercule Poirot. O personagem seria o correspondente do Sherlock Holmes, né? Na visão da Agatha Christie. É um detetive belga. Esse aqui, né? O Hercule Poirot. Então é um game de mistérios, investigação.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Hamburg are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Colete pontos de ego, agindo da mesma forma que Poirot. Andou. Clique em uma zona no cenário para ir até lá. Quando o cursor mudar, mantenha o clique e mova o cursor à ação desejada. Clique em uma zona do cenário para ir até lá. Quando o cursor mudar, mantenha o clique e mova o cursor até a ação desejada. Ah, não. Ele falou pra não molhar os pés, né? Então... Caramba.
Don't dilly-dally, Poirot. Chap will be waiting for us. Don't dilly-dally, Poirot. Chap will be waiting for us.
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
Aproveite os momentos em que as pessoas que estão com você estão ocupadas para observá-las. Você adquirirá pistas sobre o estado da mente e personalidade. Clique com o botão esquerdo no JAP e deslize o mouse para a esquerda, mantendo o botão esquerdo pressionado para selecionar o modo observar. Caramba! Aproveitar os momentos em que as pessoas que estão com você estão ocupadas para observá-las. Você adquirirá pistas sobre o estado da mente e personalidade. Clique com o botão esquerdo no JAP e deslize o mouse para a esquerda, mantendo o botão esquerdo pressionado para selecionar o modo observar. Encontre 3 pistas que concordem com a observação de Puárrô. Mova o mouse para guiar o seu olhar.
Is Jap being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
Atitude relaxada.
Indeed, Poirot. We were used to seeing you judge people with more discretion.
Chapéu inclinado para a parte de trás da cabeça. Uma coisa a ver com gravata.
Indeed, Poirot. We were used to seeing you judge people with more discretion. Indeed, Poirot. We were used to seeing you judge people with more discretion.
Alguma coisa na atitude dele, né? O ombro.
Indeed, Poirot. We were used to seeing you judge people with more discretion.
Esqueci de ver o chat. Peraí.
Jab is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
Olha só. Informações adicionadas diz que muito essa é a opinião dele.
Do you think he's guilty?
We'll look for Franz Asher. If he doesn't have an alibi, the case is closed. A very unoriginal murder.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
Clique na seta no canto direito inferior da tela para exibir os ícones do menu inventário. Clique na seta no canto direito inferior da tela para exibir os ícones. Direito inferior, tá. Ah, tá aqui o caderno dele, ó, falando da vítima. Alice Asher, cerca de 50 e Andover. Ela tem uma tabacaria, casada com Franz Asher, vivia sozinha, foi assassinada na tabacaria com um golpe na parte de trás da cabeça. Tá. Aqui o motivo do crime é roubo. Aqui você está colocando as pequenas células cinzas do puárrô para funcionar. O objetivo é responder às perguntas que ele faz a si, ligando as pistas para deduzir uma resposta. Passar o cursor sobre as pistas para ver as suas descrições. Clique nas pistas com o botão esquerdo do mouse para selecionar ou desmarcar para responder à pergunta. Declaração do chefe inspetor Jap: não há objetos de valor à venda nessa loja. O corpo foi encontrado às 11. O corpo foi encontrado às 11. Tá. Investiga a cena do crime.
Jab is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
Jab is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
Vamos lá na cena. Olho de gato. O andamento é salvo automaticamente. Tá. Então o Poirot tá vendo o quadro. Tem um negócio aqui. Vamos ver se interage. Aquele livro lá que o cara estava anotando. Serve o objeto de todos os ângulos, mantendo o clique e movendo o mouse. Mantendo
It's
o
not
clique.
just any. It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book. It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC.
Um guia ferroviário ABC. Timetable. Tale told in the train. Um negócio aqui de representação da época, hein?
It's open at the letter. There are no prints on the book.
Certo.
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it?
Morango.
It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite. Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood?
Sotaque francês aqui.
No. It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
Aqui embaixo não, aqui embaixo não. Dá pra sair daqui, vamos lá. O corpo.
She has a packet of play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell? She has a packet of play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell?
Essa marca aqui.
This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
Poético. Tá sangue aqui, tá.
This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
O objeto de...
The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store. Many customers might have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out.
Vamos ouvir de novo essa pista.
The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store. Many customers might have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out.
Se achavam que ela tinha saído, então como é que vão saber que ela estava aqui, né?
I can't see any other mark on the floor.
Se não tem marca no chão, teria sido atingida de longe. Nas mãos, na
She
rosto.
just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of struggle.
Foi um golpe de surpresa. Nova pergunta disponível. Como explicamos a presença de um ABC no balcão? Vou voltar aqui de novo. Porque fica de longe. 5 de 5. Consegui. Então tá.
I can't see any other mark on the floor. The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store.
Então beleza.
Many customers might have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out.
Certo. 4 pontos de ego.
There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf. There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf. There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf.
Tabaco, cigarro verde.
There are cigarettes packets.
Desculpa. Deixa eu ver os 2 de 3, ainda tá faltando coisas aqui pra ver.
The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them. The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them.
Então tem marcas de... Eu acho que... Nas seguintes execuções você poderá assistir às execuções de Agatha Christie.
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat, therefore, an employee might have noticed something.
Vamos investigar essa mercearia. Não tem como entrar? Oh, rato.
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat, therefore, an employee might have noticed something.
Investigação do crime? Eu acho que eu investiguei, cara. Pessoal.
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front...
Mais coisas pra ver aqui. Bom dia a todo mundo que está no chat. Valeu, galera, tamo junto. Deixa eu ver se tem mais coisas para ver aqui, porque eu não sei. Ah, tem mais coisas aqui.
The door is locked. The door is locked. It's not just any help. It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book.
Como explicamos a presença de um guia ABC no balcão? Carta assinada com ABC anuncia nossa assinaturas de Andover. Acha foi vista às 5h30. Não há objetos de valor à venda nessa loja. Está faltando uma pista. Como explicamos a presença? Está faltando uma pista. Tem duas pistas aqui a serem descobertas, então, né? Ah, tá, é aquela que eu vi. O motivo do crime é roubo. Está faltando 3 pistas. Não há objetos de valor. O corpo foi encontrado às 11. Se ela foi vista às 5h30 e o corpo foi encontrado às 11, então foi algo nesse período, né? Beleza. Acha que foi assassinada no local? Interessante, né? Foi vista às 5h30. Foi encontrada às 11. Uma poça de sangue perto da cabeça. E tá faltando uma pista. É alguma coisa aqui que tá faltando, né? Aqui foi. Ah, os objetos ocultam segredos por trás de mecanismos complexos. Cabe a você decifrá-los para descobrir o que estão escondendo. Observe o objeto de todos os ângulos, mantendo o clique e movendo o mouse. Agora acertaram a palavra mouse. Aproxime o zoom clicando na parte do objeto com o botão esquerdo do mouse. Afaste o zoom com o botão direito do mouse ou no ícone de seta. Alguns elementos se movem mantendo o clique esquerdo do mouse e movendo-o.
The tail does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Ah, tá faltando aquela alavanca, né? Abrir 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 libras, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 libras, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
It would be best to examine the rest of the till. Something is preventing the drawer from open.
Opa,
Ah, a mechanism has just made a fan click.
5.
The till is full of money, but there is something strange.
O que foi que ele falou? Vamos ver. É, o caixa tá cheio de dinheiro e tal. Só que aqui tem menos 2.
Something is hidden
Algo escrito na
underneath.
parte de baixo.
Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden underneath.
Não consigo tirar. Tenso.
I need to find the code.
Você escutou o código tem 5, 2.
I need to find the code.
Ah, traço 2.
Something is hidden underneath.
Peraí. Vamos partir para algumas anotações aqui. Traço 2. Ah, esse aqui é 8. Ah, 8. Ah. 8, 5, 2.
I need to find the... I need to find...
Então é aqui, 8, 5, 2.
Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden underneath.
Oito, 5, 8, eu falei de novo. 8.
I need to find the code. I need to find the code. I need to find the code. I need to find the code.
Bom, eu entendo. Pessoal, se você sair desse quebra-cabeça, será reiniciado. Você terá... Ah, tá. Aqui volta pra cena, tá? Deixa quieto, não é isso que eu quero. Vamos. Salvando.
The till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it. It would be best to examine the rest of the till. Something is preventing the drawer from opening. A mechanism has just made a faint click. It is blocked by something. The till is full of money, but there is something strange. Something is hidden underneath. Something is hidden. This must be the key to the back of the shop.
Single gear, go to the hand of man. Para usar um objeto do inventário, deslize-o para uma pessoa ou mesmo limite do cenário. Os objetos guardados no inventário também podem ser analisados mais atentamente. Para fazer isso, clique em um objeto no inventário. Vamos aqui. Parabéns, você ganhou um troféu, engrenagem única. E aí, inventário aqui. Posso pegar uma grande chave enferrujada encontrada na pasta da Alice Asher. Tem uma tira de couro aqui, eu acho. Não parece ter maiores segredos. Vamos pegar. Pronto. Vamos investigar o quarto.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
Quebra-cabeça de deslizar. Vamos aproximar aqui. Não. Opa.
This button appears to activate the mechanism.
Opa.
It is blocked.
Vamos tentar um outro lado aqui.
That should do it.
That should do it. Opa. Ah. Meu Deus, espera. Pronto.
Who is this young woman?
É ela.
To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her.
Informações adicionadas ao caderno Puárrô sobre Mary Drower.
I've finished with this subject.
Ah, é? Então. Nossa, mais um bagulho intricado. Cheio de botão.
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
Ups. Peraí. Esse aqui não se move. Ah, esse aqui não se move, então eu tenho que encaixar este aqui em algum lugar. Se esse aqui não se move, então tem que ser por aqui. Ah, tá. Pode ser assim. Pera lá. Ai, vamos ver aqui. Isso aqui tem que ter paciência, tá? É. Ah, tá, pera lá, eu acho que eu já... Se eu trouxer esse negócio pra cá...
I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked.
Beleza. Outro barato de... Mais um pássaro aqui, ó. Vai ser meio torto esse... Gente, esse bicho tá esquisito.
It is blocked.
Esse passo tem que estar voltado para cima. Esse passo está de cabeça para baixo. Não é? Acho que sim. Esse pássaro tá...
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers. They won't move. These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers. They won't move.
Então aqui deve ser a posição do bicho. Esse aqui tá de cabeça para baixo. Esse passarinho cinza, vamos lá. É aqui? Não é? Esse amarelo, ele tá com a cabeça pra cá. Nossa. Mais puzzle. Vamos lá.
Medicine.
É, parece.
Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
A menos que não seja nada disso.
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
É muito preconceito. Papel. Isso aqui parece que tem coisa escrita atrás. É uma folha só.
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
Aqui eu encerrei, né?
I've finished with this subject.
Aqui é o remédio.
Medicine.
Então aqui encerrou também. Eu tinha que falar isso, encerrei esse objeto. Vamos ver o fogão.
This interior is very simple.
Galinheiro modesto. Galinheiro? É talher, né? Galinheiro. Uma torneira simples. Olha o fogão. Um velho fogão.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Sucesso. Tchau. Essas coisas aqui. Dá pra ver essas coisas aqui no espelho. Ah, ele tá olhando no espelho pra ver como é que ele tá. Opa.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Ah, tá, é um espelho aqui pra o pessoal se ver, tá, entendi. Marca de sangue.
Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds? Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds?
Será que cheirava alguma coisa?
An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice brother and Sasha. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
Certo. A não ser que um remédio para tosse não era para tosse.
Blood.
Sim. Fazendo investigar o sapato.
Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds?
Ah, não. Só consegui construir os 3. Vamos ver. Tem pista faltando. Tá faltando uma pista aqui. Parece que aqui no local. Crime é roubo. Tá faltando uma pista.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Essa pista eu acho que não tá aqui.
I've finished with this subject.
Essa aí. Ela é sobre de acha, tá? Suspeito. Investigar a cena do crime, tá faltando mais coisa. Caramba.
There are cigarette packets in a mess on the shelf. There are cigarette packets in a mess on the shelf. It's not just any railway guide. It's open at the letter F. There are no prints on the book. The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another.
Eu tentei enroscar no alguém.
cara. Obrigado aí pelo apoio. É isso aí, cara. Obrigadão.
Quem é esse homem tá de costas aí?
Detetive.
Vixe, tá fazendo seu ratinho?
Ah, achei aqui a pista.
The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene.
Ah, essa é muito pequena. Estantes organizadas. Listas em ordem.
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
Acho que agora eu concluí.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints, but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Vamos fazer novas células se trabalharem, tá? Opa. O motivo do crime é roubo? Bom, tem poucas coisas. Isso, o motivo do crime não é roubo. Ah, não só colocar.
The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied.
Certo.
I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
Certo. Aqui eu consegui entender. Tem que juntar as pistas e ver qual é o mais provável. E aí ele conclui que realmente não foi roubo. O caixa aqui não tinha dinheiro suficiente e não tinha nada de valor aqui na tabacaria. Então, juntando esses dois, ele conclui que realmente é isso mesmo. Então, a gente investigou tudo direitinho. Você viu, você cuida pelo prazo para desbloquear, eles estão no bônus. Ah, e lá no bônus e tal. Deixa eu fazer isso depois. Valeu, Ricardo, pela contribuição. No jogo.
4 pence a letters, a lovely lot letters, 4 pence only.
4 centavos o alface. A mulher tá vendo o celular? Não, né? 1935 não pode.
I'll be with you in a few minutes, sir.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
Não parece não, é. É um cigarro apagado. Essa roupa tá molhada. Ou não?
Maybe you can stare at people like that where you come from, but here it's very rude. Maybe you can stare at people like that where you come from, but...
Aqui, achei. Cinzeiro 6, cinzeiro apagado, então acho que ela nem acendeu. Ah. Caixa de fósforos.
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop. A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
É o humor típico dos europeus. Perguntar para a face, dizer que os brancos não estão frescos e perguntar sobre o relacionamento com a vítima.
How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
Acusá-la de mentir sobre o preço. Perguntar sobre o preço dos alfaces.
And what if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10 pence, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Será que passou de você pedir cooperação?
Please try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache? Heh. Come on, move along now. You're scaring away the customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous.
Dizer que a vítima foi vê-la, dizer que ela foi à tabacaria, acusada de mentir. Dizer que a vítima foi vê-la. Vamos ver.
I know that Alice Asher bought strawberries from you yesterday.
Well, you know more than I do then. Run along now. I have work to do.
Pra mim ela tá sendo só arrogante. Eu acho que criticou personal. Isso no teste ficou feio. Parabéns, você ganhou um troféu.
You again? I've nothing to say. You again? I've nothing to say.
Certo.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, Annie. I'll question her. Let us now try and get our brand cells to work.
Acho que foi vista às 5h30. Nenhuma outra marca no chão. Como é que faz para selecionar? Ah, tá, pera. Acho que agora eu acho que eu consigo aqui, ó. Não, acho que não é conclusivo isso. Isso aqui. Ah, tá. Não, não deve ser conclusivo isso. Ah, tá. Ela foi assassinada no local. Tá. Nenhuma outra marca no chão, uma aposta. Tá.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
E com esse cara dá pra conversar? Você viu ali no tempo do bônus, você poderá viver os eventos de ordem cronológica. Opa, tem alguém aqui chorando?
Jack had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
Ele tá lá dentro no quarto. Vamos
These
observar.
are griefs sincere.
Olhos entreabertos. Respiração. É. Roupas pretas modestas.
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
Informações sobre a Mary Brower, que essa aqui está adicionada já, vamos nessa. Conversar com ela. Perguntar sobre o relacionamento com a tia, pedir para que pode chorar, não.
You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Perguntar se a tia tinha filhos, deduzir que a herança é dela. Ela tinha
Your
filhos.
aunt did not have any children. Is that correct?
No. She was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Perguntar se a Alice tinha medo do marido, perguntar se ela já pensou que o marido cumpriria as ameaças. Ele tinha medo.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Eita! Ele tinha que... Então, se ele estava bem, dizer que o divórcio seria uma solução. Se ela estava bem.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Caramba, ainda dava dia pro cara perguntar se Franz a forçou a dar o dinheiro, perguntar se a tia tinha um motivo para ajudar o marido.
Why did she support such a good for nothing?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle. Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jack says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
É, cara, é interessante, né? A mulher entendia que mesmo separada, O cara era o marido
I've
dela.
finished with this subject.
Então, aqui terminou tudo.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Tá faltando alguma coisa pra ver, cara. Ele vai ajeitar o óculos, mas a gente não vê a cena direito. Então, cara, esses objetos aqui que estão estranhos.
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover.
É aquele.
Despite the seriousness of your case, Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to open.
E aqui o remédio, beleza? Aqui é aquilo tudo que a gente já viu. São 3 itens, tá tudo aqui. Não tem mais nada que ver aqui. Não tem. Eita, ele foi. Eita, o cara é o acho.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
Até esse morango pra ele aí, tá podre.
Red liquid is oozing out. No, it's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite. He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
O que é isso aqui?
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about our possible debtors and creditors.
É o caderno de anotações para quem comprava fiado, essas coisas, coisa da época. Olha, vários nomes.
Probably. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband. A box of new stockings.
Meia de... 2 de 2, já. Achei todas as pistas. É meia de seda. Silk. Pra acordar o cara, velho, tinha uma torneira aqui.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply. Mrs. Asher lived very simply. Medicine.
Esse remédio eu não vou usar no cara não, senão eu vou drogar ele. Pra acordar o cara, velho, tinha que ter alguma coisa...
There are cigarette packets in a mess on the shelf. He's not in any condition to be questioned. Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
Nossa, pra acordar um cara que eu vou usar aqui, velho. Ela tem uma mercearia, fuma e deve ter sido conhecida da pagaria, devia a Alice 10 libras. Ela tem uma tabacaria, ela é sobrinha de Alice, sua tia era a única família, confirma que Esther era violenta, mas tinha medo da esposa. A tia dava ao seu marido 5 shillings por semana. É marceneiro, não está trabalhando no momento, é alcoólatra famoso com temperamento violento e agressivo. Encontre uma maneira de deixar fã sóbrio. A arte foi assinada no local, sim. O motivo do crime é roubo. Assinada no local, Então as respostas estão aqui. Estava fazendo. O que a Asha estava fazendo quando morreu? Uma cigarra presa da mão da vítima. Tá. Nossa, tem uma bagunça na estante. No objetos de valor à venda. Então, esse é do objeto. Pegando uma cigarra na estante. Mostra.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Podemos estabelecer o horário Podemos estabelecer o horário aproximado para assassinato? Ai. Eu acho que só falta mais uma pista aqui. Foi assassinado entre 5h30 e 11. Ainda faltou uma pista aqui. Podemos deduzir um horário aproximado? Por quê? Carta assinada com ABC no seu assassinato tem dúvida. Não. Devido ao balcão, o corpo não está visível. A tabacaria também não pode ser. Também não. Bom, tá faltando pista, né? Ah, dá duas pistas aqui, ó. Agora isso aqui ele tira, né? Deixar de raciocínio como assinatura.
Murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature.
Usei esse
The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for handover leaves little doubt. He is not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
Ah, esse vinagre fedorento aqui pra gente cortar o cara legal.
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead. A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead. A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Posso pegar esse vinagre pra mim? Não vou acusar de nada, pai. Eu não queria fazer isso.
Your fruit is rotten.
What? A foreigner dares to say that?
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. You want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Isso explica. A perguntar o que ela viu na tabacaria, perguntar se ele estava atento. Se ela estava atento.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France, her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Uma pista disponível.
I will not obtain anything else. I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. but try not to empty the bottle.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Legal. Podemos reduzir o horário aproximado? Por quê? A carta assinada anunciando? Não. Ela tem fermento na cabeça? Não. A vendedora não viu ninguém na loja 6. Devido ao balcão, o corpo não está olhando. Pagar isso. Devido ao balcão, o corpo não estava visível olhando pela porta da tabacaria. Não há guia de por vir na tabacaria. Ele tem ferimento na da cabeça, a carta começou a ser aproximada. Deixa eu ver. Ele se faz andar entre 5h30 e 6. Em que horário o crime foi cometido? Parece que achei as coisas aqui. Tá indo. Esse papel faz parte da sua coleção, neurônio.
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
Aí o...
The priority is to question Asher. The priority is to question Asher.
Vai falar de novo? Não. Ah, aqui.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbours, and
No one's seen anything? Or rather it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
no.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Acordou, né? Vamos investigar o cara.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Olho roxo. E se meteu em briga. A roupa amarrotada. Tá rasgada aqui, ó. Conclusão.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
Interrogar. Ofereceu um cigarro. Não. Acusaram de ameaçar a esposa. Perguntaram o que estava fazendo ontem à noite. Ofereceu um cigarro. Só
Care
para...
for a cigarette, monsieur?
What's that? Scented cigarettes? No thanks.
Bien. I was trying to be friendly, but you are quite right. Let us get down to business. You threatened to kill your wife, and now she's dead.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
Essa esposa tinha um amante, acusada de tratar a esposa mal. Você tinha um amante, né?
Ah, women are flighty creatures. Did she run away with another man?
Flighty? You talk funny. One thing for sure, if my wife was seeing another man, I'd have given her a good beating.
Interesting. And what were you doing yesterday at the end of the afternoon?
Can't recall.
Country Club. Pedir colaboração adequadamente e acusá-lo de breves.
Come on, my friend. Try to remember. It is important.
I'm really sorry. sir, but I don't remember a thing.
I see. But maybe you do remember threatening to kill your wife?
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Caçoalho para levar uma surra. Acusá-lo de briga.
Asher, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him?
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed him.
Tá certo.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Legal. Ô, Ricardo, valeu pela presença grande. Obrigadão, cara. Tamo junto. Vamos lá. Essa aventura tá legal. Reconstrua o curso de eventos do crime selecionando as ações que o assassino pode ter executado. Reconstrua o curso de eventos do crime selecionando as ações que o assassino pode ter executado. Reconstrução.
The killer enters the shop.
Na loja.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
Ele vira.
He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Muito legal. Isso é um sucesso legal, caramba. Acertei. Alguns objetos no inventário podem ser modificados.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
Nossa, caramba.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
Mais uma conquista.
The crime was committed by
Pô,
a
tá
man of
deixando outro.
medium height.
Obrigadão,
with
Ricardo.
fair
Valeu,
and
cara.
suspicious
Vou
eyes.
acompanhar
He
a
has
sua
a slight
live
limp on the right foot
se você
and
fizer
one
alguma
just
hoje,
below his
beleza?
shoulder blade.
Poirot.
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Never at all. I do not know what another looks
Referência.
like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
É.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I will go and see.
Vamos lá. Nosso objetivo, leia a carta. Ah, chegou a carta. É, mano, estamos fortalecendo um outro aqui.
Daily Flicker,
Legal.
June the 22nd, 1935. Battle over control of bank system. What will the government do for money? Andover, murder of a tobacconist.
Newspaper. Recebeu novas miniaturas de inquérito em processo. O que eu fiz? Dei a volta na casa toda.
Andover, Hampshire, population 31,200 inhabitants. No doubt about it. Hastings is going bored. No doubt about it. Hastings is going bored.
You're not going to get the post?
Yes, yes, of course.
Aqui. Tá de ponta cabeça. Tá, vou contar
Dear
aqui.
Mr. Poirot, well, what do you think? I believe that I won this round. The Andover affair went like clockwork, don't you feel? But the fun has only just started. I would like to draw your attention to Bexhill-on-Sea on the 25th of this month. We're having a crazy time. Best wishes, ABC.
É.
The next crime will be in Bexhill. We must warn Jap to Scotland Yard.
Did the letter indicate anything that might help the police?
To be honest, I think we can already guess something about the next victim. But I need to think about it a little more.
Ele tá acompanhando as cartas, né?
Let us examine this more closely.
As letras estão. O I, né? Tá bem reforçado aqui, ó. Praticamente certas letras aqui estão bem reforçadas, né? O T, o B, mas o I é mais reforçado ainda. Aqui.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
Ah, o ABC tá.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
Sim. É, aqui, ó.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
Parece que foi escrito à mão até. Tá diferente.
Yes, this I is weird.
Ponto e vírgula? Não.
Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. I don't see anything in particular. Let us look at another word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Yes, this eye is weird. Yes, this eye is weird. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the Let us examine the characters in this word. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. No, this character does not appear to have any defects. Let us examine the characters in this word.
Case, Reino, 21.
Let us examine the characters in this word. Nothing to report for these characters. Let us examine another word.
Hercule.
Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. Yes, this eye is weird. Yes, this eye is weird. Yes, this eye is weird.
Então, Andover.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
Andover, Hercule.
Let us examine the characters in this word. Let us examine the characters in this word. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Ah, tá.
Yes, this eye is weird. Yes,
Tô
the
comparando.
I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Y, o T também?
Let us examine the characters in this word. Nothing to report for these characters. Let us examine another word. Let us examine the characters in this word.
O T eu acho que não. Ah, o W aqui, ó. Tá.
The W is not printed properly. However, the characters in the two words do not match. Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Both letters were written on the same typewriter and show the same characteristics.
You surprise me, Poirot. You usually ignore material proof.
But there is nothing usual about these case listings. Nothing must be overlooked.
Verdade.
Let's now try and get our brain cells to work.
Vamos pensar outra vez. O que tem de especial no assassinato de Andover? Carta anunciando o crime de Hercule? Pode ser. A primeira vítima chamava-se Asher. Tá, peraí. Vou clicar nesse. Isso. Pronto. Abecedário. Manobra e hélice começa com a letra A. O que podemos deduzir sobre a próxima vítima? Carta anunciando o crime de Bexilho. O nome da próxima vítima pode começar com a letra B. Já que a cidade também chama Bexilho, com B.
So, Poirot, have you found something?
Oui, I believe so. But I am afraid it is not enough to stop the murderer. Let us go and see Chief Inspector Chap. I will explain there.
Então, deixa eu ver se eu não estou deixando nada passar por aqui. O alibi dele para serial, testemunha, vítima. Vamos ver aqui. Células pequenas cinzas. Dúvida inicial, saia de Whitehaven. Peraí, então...
Dear Mr. Poirot, well, we're having a crazy time.
Vamos ver o que tem aqui mais, explorar aqui esse lugar. Ele vai pegando uma fruta. Ah, 3 pontos de ego. Vou fazer uma pergunta aqui.
It may be time to go to Scotland Yard.
To Scotland Yard, please.
Ah, que legal. Só pedir. Chegou. É o objetivo informe Jep sobre a carta B. Colete pontos de ego agindo da mesma forma que puárrô.
Like all hunters, Hastings has always been fascinated by weapons. Like all hunters,
Nada, hein?
Jap has invested a great deal in his career.
Ele atira bem.
Jap is an investigator greatly respected by his peers. Alice Asher was murdered in Andover, the ABC killer's first murder. London, I really like this city. One thing is certain, you never get bored here.
Vamos observar o cara para ver se é isso mesmo.
Jack appears to be snowed under.
De arquivos, café, copa chá, telefone fora do gancho.
Jap appears to already be overloaded with work. My news is not going to improve matters. Bonjour, Chief Inspector. I am afraid we have some bad news. I have just received another letter signed ABC. The next crime will be on the 25th in Bexhill-on-Sea.
Are you completely sure it's from the same person?
I have compared the two letters. There is no doubt about it.
I suppose you think he's going to carry out his threats.
I fear so.
Good God, Poirot. Bexhill is very busy at this time of year, and we have no idea who the next victim will be.
Assassino ataca velhinhas que gerenciam uma loja. O nome da casa vítima começa com B. Assassino imprevisível. Vamos ver.
I suspect that the name of the second victim will start with B.
What on earth makes you think such a thing?
I thought about it when I saw the name Asher clearly written on the shop door of the unfortunate woman who was murdered in Andover last month. When I received a letter mentioning Bexhill, I deduced that the victim, like the town, might have been chosen by alphabetical order.
So, it's an alphabet fiend. I'm going to have a list drawn up of all the people whose name starts with B. I hope there aren't too many of them.
Bien. We should leave you to work, Chief Inspector.
You have a few days to prepare yourself.
Thank you for coming, my friends.
Poirot?
Chief Inspector Jab, your call does not bode well.
Indeed, we have just found the body of a young woman on the beach in Bexhill. An ABC was placed on the body.
We'll be there as soon as possible.
Flash level, vamos ver. Exit.
Bexhill is a delightful town. It would be nice to come back and visit.
I do not entirely agree. Walking at the beach damages my shoes, and it hurts my knee.
So the years have not spared you, my friend. It's the same for all of us.
That is exactly what I said to myself when I saw you back from your travels.
Poirot!
Do not be offended, Hastings. I can see Jack waiting for us. And from his face, I would say that things are not looking good.
Você já arrumou a comida para o Chico?
Como a vítima foi assassinada. Vamos lá ver. Você tem um troféu bigode de morsa. Mas ela tá onde, cara? Naquela casa. E tá aqui o corpo.
How do you do, gentlemen?
Chief Inspector?
I fear your admirer has struck again, Poirot. We haven't yet identified the victim, but it's a young woman, 20 to 25 years old. Death occurred last night between 11:30 and 1 o'clock, and we found an ABC guide on the body.
Was she pretty?
Come, Poirot, that's rather out of place. It has no bearing on the murder.
Are you certain? For women, it is often the most important thing. It often decides their destiny.
The body hasn't been moved. You can see for yourself.
Has the press been informed?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. I hadn't yet informed them about the presence of the ABC guide in Andover.
Nobody has reported a young woman missing.
Not for the moment.
No witnesses, I imagine.
Indeed. We've asked everybody who may have met a young woman fitting her description last night to come and see us, but I have little hope of gaining anything from it.
It's early days, Chief Inspector, and the news may not have spread around the town yet.
I hope you're right, Hastings.
Nossa, vamos ver. Examine a cena do crime. Tá.
There is no doubt about it. Bexhill has one of the most beautiful beaches in the area.
Esse barco aqui virado. Esse caranguejo andando. Vamos aqui ver, né? O que rolou? Ah, uma corda. Descalça, chave na mão. Um que ABC. Caramba, o cara tem vários desse daqui em casa. Ele compra bastante disso.
The guide is open at the page for the Bexhill train times. A braided seat belt. It may have belonged to the victim.
Yeah.
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock. The young woman wasn't wearing shoes or a coat, and was not carrying a bag. That's strange. Either the murderer stole her belongings, or she put them somewhere safe. Maybe so that she could bath. Apart from the marks on her neck, there are no signs of the struggle. She didn't manage to hit her assailant. These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth.
Seria isso aqui, pode ser.
These marks have been left by a rope or a braided cloth. She was a great beauty. Strange that chap didn't notice it. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Como a vida faz assinado? Vamos lá, aqui já é fácil. A marca no pescoço já marca, né? Esse negócio. E ABC, não resistiu, não estava com suas pertences. Então, a vítima foi surpreendida e chamada da tropa pro cinto.
The poor child must have been strangled with his braided belt. Unfortunately, in view of the fabric, it is unlikely that we will find any prints. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Vamos lá. Reconstituição. Quais são as ligações entre o assassinato de Andover e de Bexhill? De novo, o guia. Ah, tá. Carta anunciando o crime de Bexhill e ABC aberto na... Pronto. O assassino deixa sua assinatura com o guia ABC. Beleza. Os crimes em Andover e Bexhill são obras do mesmo. Ela tem só um ferimento na parte de trás da cabeça, a vida tem marcas do pescoço. A imprensa não sabe se o dia foi encontrado. Acho que isso aqui. Ah, tá. Os crimes são obras da mesma. Ah, tá, pera. A empresa não sabe que o guia ABC tem capaz de Andover. Cada anunciando o crime de Bexhill. Acho que é isso aqui. Os dois foram premeditados e realizados pela mesma pessoa.
The medical officer should confirm that the victim was strangled with her own belt.
That's what I thought. She shows the usual signs of strangulation.
With a little luck, we'll find prints this time.
You are too optimistic, Hastings. Our killer is far too meticulous for that.
Luva. Identifique a vítima. Bom, aqui já foi visto, né? O que é isso aqui?
This hat is locked. This hat is locked.
Os hats.
This hat is locked.
Ah, não. Peraí.
There is no doubt about it. Bexil has...
É pra pegar cadeado. A chave que é isso. Ah, não, ele pegou.
This key is too small to be one for a house. Without a doubt, it is for a padlock.
Ah, aqui é a chave. Uma pequena chave que estava presa no braço da Betty Burner. Parece pequena para abrir uma porta. 6. Tá.
This hat is locked.
Acho que é aqui. Pensando.
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then insert a key.
Vamos ver. O que vai falar? É. Ah, não. Poxa vida. Caramba, meu. Sabia que tinha alguma coisa aqui. Eita, que aqui. 715. Será que é aqui que tem que pôr os números 7? É. Nossa. Nossa, acertei. Ah,
It definitely was here that the victim left her belongings. The purse is full. Yet again, we can dismiss theft as the motive for the murder. Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet. A top-brand lipstick. She liked to take care of her appearance. As well as a photo of the victim with some company. It could be useful to me.
Nossa. Aqui é um retrato, né? Então, como é? Primeiro dia de Betty no trabalho. Very proud of you, Elizabeth Burnett. Ginger.
Betty's first day at work. Mom is very proud of you. Elizabeth Barnard,
Gato de
7
gengibre.
August 1931. So, the young lady did have a name starting with B, and she worked as a ginger cat, an establishment that must be slightly further along the beach.
Jap has gone to the police. The victim has been identified and her family had reported her disappearance. She was called?
Elizabeth Barnard, mainly Betty. She worked as a ginger cat, the cafe slightly further along the beach.
But Poirot, how on earth?
Never mind. Do you have her address?
Yes, she lived with her parents on the street leading to the beach, number 22. Shall we go?
You are far too impatient, Hastings. Let the poor people take in the news first. Let us go and visit the cafe where Betty worked. This hut is locked.
Yeah. Passa direto.
Could it be the same buildings as on the victim's photo?
Isso aqui. Acho que mais para comprar um guia. Então, uma vista da praia. Cúpula.
This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. Bexhill seems to be a pleasant little town.
Casa pequena. No mar, nos quiosques. Moderno.
Bexhill is a pretty little seaside resort with elegant architecture, although personally I prefer more modern buildings. Bexhill is a pretty little seaside resort with elegant architecture, although personally I prefer more modern buildings.
Where are you going? I thought the cafe was on the beach.
You are quite right, Hastings. I am delighted to see you are following matters closely.
Daqui de aqui. Até essa semana ainda lavei roupa todo dia aqui. Olha.
This is definitely where the
Quando
photo
quiser
I
almoçar,
found
pode
in the
falar,
hut was
viu?
taken. Hastings appears to be ill at ease. He appeared to be relatively indifferent to Mrs. Asher's murder, but a young woman's murder seems to be troubling him greatly. I fear that this case is far from being solved.
Come on, Poirot. You'll find the killer.
Certes. But how many times will he kill before I do? Hastings appears to be ill at ease. He appeared to be relatively indifferent to Mrs. Asher's murder, but a young woman's murder seems to be troubling him greatly. With all these tourists, these shops must be thriving. With all these tourists, these shops... With all these tourists, these shops must be thriving.
I'll be with you in a minute, gentlemen.
This is a well-laid table. Nothing is out of place, and above all, no creases. What a pity. I don't have any change to make it work. What a pity. I don't have any change to make it work. Something tells me that she's the owner of the ginger cat.
Milhões. Okay.
This woman must be the owner of the ginger cat. It looks like something is bothering her.
How can I help you?
A hot chocolate and a tea for my friend, please.
I'll bring it straight away.
Como não tem ninguém no balcão, pra atender,
I
então ele
need to
vai.
know the time range during which Betty was working on her own.
Nossa,
These are the different waiting staff's bills. Which ones were written by Betty?
Cranberries, soda, jazz, chocolate.
I should consult the register first.
Deve consultar o registro primeiro.
Where is Betty? Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve? Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve?
Aqui. 17 e 7. Entre 17. Aqui, ó. Entre 17 e 7 mil.
This page won't help me. Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service?
Ah, tá. 7. Nossa. Das 7 às 7. Das 11 às 7.
Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service? Betty worked from 11 a.m. Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve? This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. Most probably a family. No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. Betty wasn't serving on her own at these 2 times. Let's keep searching. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer? No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times. Maybe I should consult the register again. I must be missing something.
Vamos lá pro registro.
Where is Betty? No, this person is not the last one to have worked with Betty.
Ah,
No, this person is not the last one to have worked with Betty. Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve? No, this person is not the last one to have worked with Betty. Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her serve? This page won't help me. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
tá engraçado.
Betty wasn't serving on her own at these 2 times. Let's keep searching. This bill may have... Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer? No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times. Most probably a family. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer? No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times. Maybe I should consult the register again. I must be missing something. Where is Betty?
24 de
Betty worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service? Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve? Interesting. Betty was alone between 5 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Who did she serve?
Vamos lá. Opa. 5.
This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. Betty wasn't serving on her own at these 2 times. Let's keep searching. Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer? This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one.
7 e outro 5.
No, something's not right. Betty was alone at just one of these 2 times. Most probably a family. This bill may have been written by Betty. There is probably another one. Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. Maybe the murderer? Betty served a family and a man on his own, a whiskey drinker. Maybe the murderer? This information will help me to progress.
What? Gentlemen, what are you doing?
We are searching for clues, mademoiselle. My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a detective, and this is Captain Hastings. Does Betty Barnard work here?
That is correct. She should have been here a while ago. Punctuality is the first rule of politeness.
I fear that Miss Barnard will not be coming today. She has just been found, dead, on the beach a few hundred meters from the cafe.
How awful. Poor young thing. What happened?
She appears to have been murdered.
This is most distressing. How this will affect my business, I shudder to think.
What can you tell us about Miss Barnard?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Miss Barnard was my employee. Her private life was none of my business.
You did know at least that she had a young man.
Indeed.
This photo was found. Is this him?
Yes, that's him all right. But I haven't seen him for some time.
Do you think there may have been some problems between them?
I'm not on those sort of terms with my staff. Now, please excuse me, I have work to do.
The customer who ordered the whiskey might provide us more information. He may have been the last one to see Betty alive.
It is an interesting idea, Hastings. Maybe he is a regular guest. What do you think, mademoiselle?
I don't think so. Our regular guests tend to order tea and cakes. At this time of the year, there are a lot of tourists about you never see again.
That's what I thought. Time to visit Betty's home.
Placas a Tibete.
Miss Marion is not the sort of witness that my friend enjoys questioning. Miss Marion is not the sort of witness that my friend enjoys questioning.
I have nothing to add on the subject of Miss Bernard. Please convey my condolences to her family.
Beleza.
Miss Marion is not the sort of witness that my friend enjoys questioning.
Vamos até a casa dela e aí eu...
This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken.
O cara já tá lá, eu acho.
This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken.
I think we've gone past the Barnard's house.
Luckily for me, you have an exceptional sense of direction, Hastings. You are a great explorer. How do you do, mademoiselle? My name is Hercule Poirot.
I know you. You're that detective we hear all about.
I do not know if that is a compliment, but I will take it as one for now. You are Betty's sister, I believe?
Yes. My name is Megan.
Can we come in?
Please do. My parents are at the police station. I doubt they'll be up to speaking to you later.
Do not worry, we will not bother them.
Did you know your sister's plans for yesterday evening?
No. I arrived by train this morning. My parents called me in a panic when they discovered that Betty had disappeared. She went out last night, but she didn't tell them where she was going.
What was your last conversation about?
Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother brought her a pair. The very day it happened. She was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
This gramophone is magnificent. It is a one-off, without a doubt.
Livros.
Family photos and files. The Barnard appear to make music a priority in their budget.
Violino. Não tem dinheiro pra comprar móveis, mas tem
They're
dinheiro pra
always
roupa.
modest, but the Barnards are definitely music lovers.
Mas gosto de música. É.
They're always modest, but the Barnards are definitely music lovers.
Ele vai pegar a bolsa dela aqui
It would
também.
not be polite to visit the house without being invited to do so. It would not be polite to visit the house without... Megan invited me to examine her sister's bedroom. I should take advantage of the opportunity. It is now the right time. It is now the right time. It would not be polite to visit the house without being invited.
Troca. Não.
Mr. Poirot, I don't like being stared at. If you have something to say, would you please say it to me?
What is she feeling at the moment? Betty's older sister is not just sad, she is angry.
Perguntar se Betty tinha noivo e perguntar se Betty saía muito.
Your sister had a fiancé, I believe?
Yes, he's called Donald Fraser. A very nice man.
A hot-headed man by all accounts.
You are quite wrong, Detective. Don is serious and reliable, and has a good position at Court and Brunskill estate agents. He would have made Betty a very good husband.
Ixi, o telefone tocando.
Well, excuse me, I have to answer that.
But of course.
Betty's room is opposite the stairs on the first floor. Feel free to take a look if you think it might be useful.
A porta?
This young woman is far too clever not to have anything else for us.
Do you think she's hiding something?
That is what I'm trying to find out.
Surely you don't think she did it?
I did not say anything of the sort. But young women always rule in your judgment, Hastings. Who knows, maybe Megan was jealous of her attractive young sister.
I see. She may have had her sights on the inheritance. Or maybe she was in love with Donald Fraser.
We have to study all scenarios, even the most unlikely. But I doubt that Mr. and Mrs. Barnard are rich enough to justify murder. While I try and get Miss Barnard to talk, I would like you to try and find Donald Fraser. It should be easy to find the estate agents where he works. Bring him to the Ginger Cat. I would like to talk with him before the Chief Inspector finds him.
Ver os pontos de ego. Mais 3 pontos de ego. Óculos aqui. Eu saí. Ah não, cheguei na casa. No quarto que ele foi. Esse microfone.
It looks like Betty was also a music lover, the same as her family.
Microfone pra cantar. Amplificador, válido. Metrônomo. Ah, tá. E a partitura?
Without a doubt, Betty used to sing. A box of new stockings.
Da mesma fabricante lá da mulher lá que morreu.
It looks like Betty has a very busy life.
Amor impossível.
Betty liked luxury and going out. And being as pretty as she was, she probably did not have any problem getting herself invited.
Remédio? Remédio pra tosse? Mesmo cara que receitou
Medicine
calma.
to prevent voice loss. Did Betty have problems with her voice? This small key should be useful to me. Something on this clock bothers me. This metal disc is stuck.
Não quero. Eu quero girar o negócio.
This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it. Strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock. Strange. This wooden panel is blocked. What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn the hands. The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels. This decoration appears to be firmly fastened.
Não quero sair não, vou continuar.
This metal disc is stuck. This wooden panel is blocked. I can't open it. This decoration appears to be firmly fastened. This wooden panel is blocked. This wooden panel is blocked. The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels. The cogs are blocked.
Vou ter que ver depois.
Something on this clock bothers me.
Não é só que não perco.
Medicine to prevent voice loss.
Mais pontos de ego.
Looking at all the clothes she took out, Betty must have had a problem deciding what to wear. Maybe she had a date. A record sleeve with an handwritten title. Betty must have recorded the demo. I'd be interested to hear it.
A cena de batismo.
Without a doubt, Betty used to sing.
Ele trabalha em uma imobiliária. Ele é o novo da Beth. 28, ele manda parecida. Ele se achou. Faz investigação. Vítima da gravação de Cat. Eu cortejado descia bastante noiva de Dona Fraser, de 3. Então, vamos ver aqui a dúvida. Examine o quarto. Para terminar de examinar, tem que ver aquela caixa. Eu vou fazer isso depois. Gente, eu vou encerrar por aqui. E amanhã eu vejo essa caixa aqui com esse segredo, né? Então, uma vez que a gente pega um objeto para examinar, tem que ir até o fim. Então eu vou ver isso aí depois e à tarde eu volto com outro jogo, tá? Esse aqui é um jogo de mistério, de investigação, e a gente está caminhando. Então a gente vai ter que descobrir quem é esse assassino e descobrir mais pistas sobre esse último assassinato. E será que haverão outros aí? É o que veremos. Deixa eu ir nessa. Valeu, gente. Obrigado por acompanhar e a gente se vê na próxima. Até mais. Esse é o jogo Agatha Christie's ABC Murders. Valeu, obrigado. Tchau, tchau. Deixa eu clicar aqui em sair, né? Sair do jogo, sim.